Oh, that's not good. Good thing to remember, the memo file does not save when you shut the system down. So we lost some progress. It shouldn't be a lot of progress. I think all we really lost was our trip from Elfheim over to the Marsh Cave. I believe. Let's make sure that that's the case. Yeah, because we still got the Rune Blade and everything. So we didn't lose that much. We did lose a little bit of progress. 5-6 minutes worth. We had, let me just make sure, we had completely unequipped Raz. When he hit level 8, we unequipped him, and it looked like he was doing more damage then. So we'll do that again. We didn't yet stock up on this stuff. We have the nitro powder. Okay, so we didn't lose out on much. We're good. We're good. Whew, that's a little scary. I didn't know how that was going to work because I've never really been in a position where I had to test that theory. 6,000. We spent like all of our gold too. I do remember that because we ended up purchasing some magic. Are we going to do that again? I guess is the question. I don't even remember what we bought. Man, it's like it happened a month ago, not last night. So Fire 2, Bolt 2, and Focus 2. These are good, right? We're probably going to end up picking these up. Level 3 spells. We'll go and pick up Cure 2 for the White Mage, because right now the White Mage has Heal. We'll want Cure 2 on her. I guess I've always called the White Mage a she. I don't know why. I guess... I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. So we got that. Because White Mage... Yeah, Red Mage couldn't get Heal 1 anyway, so we're good. I think we're good with this. We don't have much in the way of level 2 magic. I don't know that there's really that much that I want from level 2 and Provoke. I know we looked at it last time we were there, but I wasn't really that excited about any of it. I think we'll be good with what we got. I'm going to sell off some useless stuff though. Trying to make some of my money back. 2 broadswords, nice. Got a leather armor. Nunchaku. Dagger-chan. Chainmail. Leather cap. A saber. Leather gloves ×2. And some useless stuff here. Mithril knife should sell good, yeah. Iron shield's alright. Shirt's nothing. This is gonna sell good too. Staff top with iron rings. Like, we have to be careful because there are certain pieces of equipment that you can use mid-fight. So we gotta make sure we're not selling stuff that could be useful later on. I suspect the Rune Blade is one that could be used in fight. Maybe next time we get into a fight, we'll test that out just to see if it does anything. And when we were here, we ended up buying, I think we bought one more tent. We got ourselves up to 15 antidotes. And we'll bring ourselves up to 20 potions. You know what, we're going to buy another one of these, just because. At some point, we're going to start needing gold needles. I don't know when stone or petrify becomes a thing. I think we have a little while before we need to worry about that. I suspect. Let's look. Let's just look. I know Ice 2 is one of these. Yeah, we can't afford them anyway. And Haste. That's right. Well, 1 Ice 2 and Haste. And I don't know what else they have for level 4 magic for white. Don't need to look at it yet because we can't afford it. Alright. We'll hit the road. Should be a rather uneventful journey. All stuff that we've cleared before. We're heading to the Marsh Cave again because the last thing we did is we got the Mystic Key, so we're running around and opening all of the doors. Hey gamer, I appreciate that. I will probably need the luck in several places, so yeah, definitely appreciated. I want to try using the Rune Blade real quick. Just because I want to see what it does. I think it does something. I feel like the Rune Blade does something. No effect. Never mind, the Rune Blade does nothing. Well, at least we know that Trap still hits like a truck, so get rid of that. Raz gained his level, which means we'll unequip the Nunchaku. Nunchaku. Oops. Now technically his attack did go down, but you attack more often. I think you automatically get, I want to say it's double attacks. The monk, when he's barehanded, if he's not wielding anything, the effect is he attacks with both hands if he's not wielding anything. So if like with his nunchuck, if he's at a point where he's getting 1 attack, when he's unarmed, he's doing 2 attacks. When his nunchuck gets to the point where he's doing 2 attacks, unarmed, he does 4 attacks. So even if, like at this point, each individual hit is doing less damage, overall he's doing more. Also, his unarmed is going to continue to scale with level, and is going to eventually start outpacing all of the weapons that a monk can use anyway. So even without that, the Black Belt's going to pull ahead and eventually become a powerhouse, which is good. Because Black Belt is basically a glass cannon, right? His defense is weak. He's got a fairly high evasion, but his defense is weak. It's always going to be weak. He's a glass cannon, except for early on he doesn't have a cannon part. He's just glass, which was seen last night as Raz died several times and is quite a bit behind in XP. I'm going to lower the arms of my chariot right now as we kill some cobras. So he only got the 1 attack. He must be right on the edge of when it's beneficial to be unarmed. Well, this should be easy because the last time we were Marsh Cave we were level 6. We did do a lot of running because we spent, because we got lost essentially. We spent a lot of time in the Marsh Cave. Now that we're level 8, it should be a lot smoother. We've got a lot more magic at our disposal. We're much more equipped with the items. Oh, dang. So many crits. Love it. We'll continue raking and go. Hopefully when we get to the next town, we'll be able to start buying some equipment. Ooh. Whiff. Whiff. I don't remember if the monk needs to be armorless for the entire run. I feel like at some point armor starts to outpace the monk's natural defenses. It's funny how I think it's weird that they changed it from Black Belt to monk. I guess it's not really that weird. It makes sense with the rest of the game, because that kind of character in any other version of Final Fantasy is referred to as a monk, not a black belt. But I mean, I grew up knowing as a black belt, so it's interesting to me how quickly and easily I've transitioned into calling him a monk rather than a black belt. Hopefully we kill the werewolf before he poisons us. Like that. Perfect. trying to think. I can stretch my brain. So like what the most difficult place in the game is. I'm trying to remember. Like it's got to be one of the early places, I think, because I don't remember the end of the game being particularly difficult. The tower in the desert might be tough. I seem to remember like there they have like vampires or something like that were kind of brutal. I do know that when you take on Tiamat, there's the potential to run into a war mech on like this long bridge, which is a brutal enemy because it has a one-hit kill attack, and he can just wreck your face. I also remember that one of the one-hit kills, I think this is correct, I might be wrong on this, but one of the spells that's like an instant death spell is called XXX. We'll have to see, but I suspect they changed that, and it's not XXX anymore, because it has a very different connotation, which I don't know if that was the case back then as well. I feel like it probably was. We gotta go all the way to the end. They're on the 3rd floor, all the way to the bottom. And again, we did not check the far right side of the room. Gray ooze. Are the enemies here leveling up too? That's so interesting to me. It feels like now that we're a higher level, we're running into higher level enemies everywhere we go. Which is... yeah, that's super interesting. Did the base Final Fantasy have that? Or is that something they added to Origins? We'll see if we can take out Crawler because he paralyzes. If you're gonna paralyze somebody, Mushi's the best one to paralyze, so I'm good with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. We got Bloody Bones, obviously, is kind of brutal. Nice. Obviously, Bloody Bones is a scary one here, but skeletons can still hit hard if they hit the wrong person, namely Raz or Mushi. Yeah, Trappers, I think you're right. I don't feel like that's technology that the Nintendo would have. It's interesting. I noticed that when we were going up to Matoya's cave that I was running into enemies that weren't there the first time around. Now here too. In Marsh Cave we're running into higher level stuff. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Mitz, it's going good, man. How you doing? How was your Wednesday? Hopefully it was good. At the very least, your Wednesday is over now, so it's got to be better than it was like an hour ago, right? Or 2 hours ago? 6 o'clock? 2 hours ago? You work sometimes long hours, so who knows? You could still be at work for all I know. Hopefully or not, because I know you get to work early. That scaling enemies thing, though, it's weird if they added that to Origins, because that's not a thing that Final Fantasy is known for. And if I think to like Final Fantasy 6 or 7 or any of the recent ones, when you go back to an old zone or an old area, you're just overpowered and you steamroll through the enemies there, right? Enemies don't get stronger when you, well, when you return. Oh man, come on. Maybe it was just a one-off. I only ran into the Grey Ooze once. Oh no. Paralyzed. Hopefully that's enough. No, that's enough. Oh man, come on, Mitz. Get an attack in quick. You don't want anybody else paralyzed. I said quick, Mitz. Oh, Mitz. You're letting the whole team down with that miss. Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, it's only been the once. I'm pretty sure it was that way by Matoya's Cave, but so far everything's been the same except for that one fight when I ran into Grey Oozes instead of Green Oozes. Maybe they were always here and I just got lucky and never ran into them? I don't know. You would think that Cindy would attract all sorts of high-level nasty monsters, right? I would think that. Failed me yet again. That's okay. Mitz and Trappist were the unsung heroes of last night's session, as Moosh and Raz died multiple times. And Mitz and Trappist didn't die once, so good job, guys. Good job. Of course, Trappist was doing all the damage, but, you know, Mitz, you were buffing him. It's a team effort. Poor Raz. A glass cannon that doesn't have his cannon yet. He'll get there. He should get there tonight. I think if we can get to like level 10-ish, get to the point where he starts getting more attacks per round, he'll start taking off. He should start out DPSing Trappist at some point. It should happen. If I remember the game correctly. Maybe I don't remember the game at all. So. Oh, it's a crit. Love it. Bonk. Take on Blood Bones. Also with the double hits. So good. So good. Man, those things have a lot of hit points. Mitz, you need to convince Raz that he needs to have his hair sticking up front like a chicken, mullet in the back, and we'll allow the green bandana instead of the red bandana. I think Raz could pull off that look. I think he's got it. He's got what it takes. This looks like it's a guarded chest. Oh man, okay, here we go. These guys are scary. I wasn't expecting to run into these before we got to the chest. Hopefully. Oh man. Whew. Okay. We need... They don't give any XP, just Gil. That's weird. Okay, we're gonna memo save here. Yes, we are. And then we'll throw off a heal. And we'll throw off some more healing. Because we like being alive. We really do. Silver armlet. Well, that sounds good. Out of curiosity. I mean, we gotta give it to Raz. That's too good. That's just too good. Yeah. Now I wish I had... I shouldn't have sold his other stuff. Silver armlet. Damn. Man, these guys again? Alright. Well, thankfully he was wearing the silver armlet. Doubled his defense. That was a bad round, team. That was a bad round. Mitz? Okay, let's get saved. Mitz took a wrong hit there. He was going down. Those things hit so stinking hard. Magic again! Okay, let's get out of this room. Must be that whole room is guarded by Pisco demons. I'll have to remember that for the next room. Let's be extra careful. Heck, maybe we'll just save right here. statue. What is it? Anacondas. My anaconda don't want none unless you got bones. I wonder if this game will let these things poison me, which shouldn't happen because anacondas are not poisonous. But I feel like that's something the game could do just because it's a snake and snakes are poisonous because logic. Maybe not though. Maybe not though. Now I kind of want to watch the movie Anaconda. Have you guys seen Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez? I almost called her Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lopez and what was it? John Voight? I think he's in it. A mithril knife. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess it's 400 gil, but we don't have anybody in the team that can use knives. The biggest thing I always remember about Anaconda, there is a scene in the movie when Anaconda comes out of a waterfall and he's like looking at the people on a boat or something like that, and his body's sticking out of a waterfall. And if you watch, the waterfall's water is flowing backwards. It's moving up into the air rather than down, as a waterfall usually does. I don't know why that happened or why they had reversed the film for that particular section, but I've always found it pretty hilarious. It's kind of a glaring error. Heal. Save. Nothing in here, just statues. Really? Okay. That couldn't have been one that was locked by a key then, I'm assuming. I'm assuming they wouldn't give me a room that was locked with a key that had actually nothing in it. I tried seeing if there's any invisible chests and clicked on every single space. I didn't find anything though. Bonk. Ooh, you went for blood bones. Moosh is out for blood. Hammer, man. Just pulverizes these dry bones. Double hit. Oh no. I can't believe you've done this. So for the most part we're done, I think. There's just the right side of the room. I don't know if there's any more locked doors or anything. We just never actually went this far for the normal room. For the normal, when we were here the first time. Let's save again. This looks like a scary. Yep. Pisco demons. 3 of them. Holy butts. Well, that helps. Oh. Don't die again, Raz, please. This better be something good. Guarded by 3 of these. This is, I mean, the crown was guarded by 3 of these things. Yes. Yes. So much gil. We're gonna be rich. 1,000 gil. Yeah, I guess that's good. allows us to. How many potions did we just use there? We got 1,000 go out of the chest, and it cost us what, 480 or 480 gil worth of potions. Yikers. It's the famous Hellifine, I would say. Famous or infamous? Maybe infamous now. I saw he was playing Sea of Thieves a little bit. Is that actually it? I didn't check all these rooms, did I? Enemy strikes first. No! Oh, no. I think we're just going to run for this one. I don't want to try to do this. Trappist. He brings all my damage. So we still have to do the Western Keep. There was a locked door there. And after that, we're trying to progress the story. So we're nearing progression point here. 300 euro. That was a crappy chest. So it looks like we didn't miss out on very much our first time through. The rooms that we skipped amounted to some gil, and that was it. So we did pretty good. First time through went pretty smooth. The walk up to the Western Keep shouldn't be too scary. Chink. Ooh, whiff. Oh, whiff. Oh no. I swear, Trappist, you are so weak to paralyze. You get paralyzed every single time. So does Moosh. Damn. Stay off. Come on, guys. Raz just has no armlets. Actually, that's not true anymore. He's got the silver armlet, so he's actually fairly... His defense is up there now. It's probably equal to Mitz's now, I would think. A little bit better, even, I think. Traps gained a level. Nice. That level 9. For the first two. Smoosh is close and Raz is... We'll get there eventually. So, how annoying would it be to live? I mean, this music is good music, don't get me wrong. But like, if you're in a town, just imagine if they had that same town. You know, like when you walk through some like artsy-fartsy downtown cities and stuff like that, and they have speakers lined up and they're playing radio music throughout downtown. Imagine that, like these cities, 2 crawlers. Oh, hell no. 8 hits? Well, I'm not fighting 2 of these things. We're running from this way. Anyway. Imagine that the cities in this game had that as well, but they only played the same song forever, and that was the town music that you hear when you walk through. And it's not just ambient music that we hear as the gamer, but we actually hear the music that's being piped through the city on speakers. How crazy would you go if you had to listen to that same song every minute of every day for your entire life? That would be hard. Also, I had the random thought that you could have your headphones in and pick a Final Fantasy or pick a JRPG or whatever. Doesn't really matter which game. And depending on what you're doing in your life, you play this certain soundtrack. Like when you're out in the world walking around, you listen to the world map music. You know, when you're in a store or something like that, you listen to the town music. When you're in a meeting with your boss, you listen to the boss fight music, you know, stuff like that. That would be kind of... I don't know why, it tickles my fancy thinking about things like that. I think it'd be kind of funny. Apply the JRPG music of your choice to your life. How well does it fit?